Disclaimer. This video is only made for educational purposes, and it includes some stuff you might don't want to hear about. So if you are a soft-hearted person, you can skip this video.
Top 3 horror movies based on true life stories. You might have heard about a lot of horror movies, but there are only few horror movies that are based on real life stories. Some people still suspect that everything is scripted in the horror movies, it's just they want to earn more fame, that's why using the term, based on true story. To prevent those allegations, the horror movies show the real clips, audio, and real people who face the paranormal activity in real life. But in the end, it's still up to you if you want to trust on it or not. Today in this video, I will talk about 3 horror movies that are most famous based on true life story. You might have heard about those movies, but I will tell the things which you never heard about the movies. So keep watching the video till the end. Hey there everyone, this is Mr. Uncanny. Number 1, Conjuring 2. The movie released in 2016, but it's based on the incident that happened in 1977 to 1979. The Conjuring 2 movie was so dangerous that its effects were seen on the set of the movie while shooting the scenes. Some unusual events that happened on the set of The Conjuring 2 include drilling noises, hammering noises, photos on iPad. The film's still photographer reported that his insidious photos appeared on his iPad without his knowledge. A priest from the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Santa Fe was brought in to bless the set after a series of unexplained events during production of the film. The movie is based on the Enfield poltergeist case, which took place in London. The movie follows paranormal activities happened with a single mother, Peggy Hodgson's, and her 4 children who were being terrorized by a supernatural spirit. The paranormal investigators, Lorraine and Ed Warren, traveled to London to help the Hodgsons. After sensing her daughter to be possessed, and her 4 children haunted by supernatural happenings, the Hodgson family begins to experience strange occurrences in their home in the London borough of Enfield after Janet plays with a Ouija board. Janet sleepwalks and converses with the entity of an angry, elderly man. When the media attempts to interview the family, Janet is possessed by the elderly man, Bill Wilkins, who previously lived and died in the house. While staying at the Hodgson residence, Ed and Lorraine consult other paranormal investigators, including Maurice Gross and Anita Gregory, on the legitimacy of the case. Gregory presents video evidence of Janet wrecking the kitchen on purpose, thereby discrediting the haunting. Ed and Lorraine leave, believing the family is lying for fame. However, they discover that the spirit of Wilkins is only a pawn being manipulated by the true demon, the nun, who is seeking to break Janet's will. The incident became a breaking news for everyone in the city, and more than 30 people were eyewitness to confirm its reality. Soon I will make a complete detailed video on this movie and expose the whole truth. Must subscribe to the channel for the updates. Number 2, Annabelle. Annabelle incident took place before the Conjuring 2 incident, but the movie Annabelle is linked with part 1 of Conjuring movie. In the Annabelle movie in Santa Monica, California, John Form, a medical student, presents his expectant wife Mia with a rare vintage porcelain doll as a gift for their first child, to be placed in a collection in their daughter's nursery. That night, the couple is disturbed by the sounds of their next-door neighbors, the Higgins, being murdered during a home invasion. While Mia calls the police, she and John are attacked by the Higgins killers. The police arrive and shoot one killer, a man, dead, while the female killer kills herself by slitting her throat inside the nursery while holding the doll. News reports identify the assailants as the Higgins' estranged daughter, whose name was Annabelle, and she was with her boyfriend, both members of a cult. After that, in the days following the attack, a series of paranormal activities occur around the Form's residence. The couple slowly realized about the attacks are being done by the doll. Immediately after that, the couple threw the doll far away and decided to change their house and moved into an apartment, and Mia gives birth to a healthy baby girl, which they name Leah. While settling in their new apartment, John found the Annabelle doll in one of their boxes, and another set of paranormal events plague Mia and her daughter. Mia calls the detective who handled the original case, and learns that the cult intended to summon a demonic spirit. The cult, which included Annabelle and her boyfriend, Mia, realizes that the cult practiced devil worship, which summoned a demon who followed the family after they moved to their apartment so as to claim a soul. The movie is really interesting and believed to be based on true story. I will also make a video on Annabelle movie soon, and we'll talk about the whole movie in detail, including behind the scene and real life incidents. Like this video and keep motivating me to make more such content. Movie number 3, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This movie started a huge debate between the science and spiritual people, because the girl who was possessed in the incident, Annalise Michel, was reportedly diagnosed by seizures, and many people believe that she wasn't possessed by any demons. When Michel was 16, she experienced a seizure and was diagnosed with psychosis caused by temporal lobe epilepsy. Shortly thereafter, she was diagnosed with depression and was treated by a psychiatric hospital. By the time that she was 20, she had become intolerant of various religious objects and began to hear voices. Her condition worsened despite medication, and she became suicidal, also displaying other symptoms, for which she took medication as well. After taking psychiatric medications for 5 years failed to improve her symptoms, Michel and her family became convinced she was possessed by a demon. As a result, her family appealed to the Catholic Church for an exorcism. Michel worsened physically and displayed aggression, injured herself, drank her own urine, and ate insects. She was prescribed antipsychotic drugs during the course of the religious rites and consumed them frequently until some time before her death. Despite taking these neuroleptic medications, Michel's symptoms worsened and she began growling, seeing demons, throwing things. On July 1, 1976, Michel died in her home. The autopsy report stated the cause of death as malnutrition and dehydration resulting from almost a year in a state of near starvation while the rites of exorcism were performed. She weighed 30 kilograms, 66 pounds, suffered broken knees from continuous genuflections, was unable to move without assistance, and was reported to have contracted pneumonia. These were 3 most famous horror movies based on true story which disrupted the box office too. Let me know in the comments if you know any other horror movie which you like and believe it's based on true story. I will make another video on suggested movie, and also I will make a separate video on each movie mentioned in this video and expose every incident including behind the scenes and real life clips and audio.
There is no way Annalise could have heard about any of this. All those 6 demons in one poor German schoolgirl fighting to see who would ultimately get to claim her for himself.
Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more such content. You can also suggest me content on my Instagram account. Must follow me on Instagram too for more additional content.